All right. Hey, what's going on now? We're getting ready to drive this Ford Mustang 2020 Beauty over to Coons Baltimore Ford and see if anything, if I get excited. I don't know. We gotta talk. We have to talk. Nice HCV. Part 2, excited day, right? All right, here we are. Here we is, doing our thing, getting fueled. Head to Coons Baltimore Ford with the 2020 GT50 Mustang. And what I gotta find out is, I thought this car had maybe Magna Ride, maybe it does not. We gotta look at the original window sticker on this thing and see if that makes any sense. So, but anyways, put some gas in her and take her to the dealership. All right, off to the races we go. And it's a little bit of a drive here to Coons Baltimore Ford. It's a challenge. I gotta get the cars here. Listen to this car right here. Not a lot of exhaust, right? That's my concern. Is that this other car I'm looking at, it's just not gonna have that fun factor. Because down here, is you have these modes that change the way the exhaust. It's an active exhaust feature. And if you're just listening to me talk right now, and now I'm going to go into the modes here. I'm going to go into track, and we can put that back on. Or can I? Off. Okay, so this gets complicated. It's so complicated. I haven't driven this thing in so long. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, truly, this is crazy, even for me. So it's in track. But do you hear the exhaust now? See that? And then what's really neat about this car is it has what they call rev matching. So when you downshift, see, watch this. See that? That's an automatic, that's a feature that's put in this car that gives it that much more fun factor. It's the toe heel type of thing if the guys that race cars on keeping the engine RPMs up as you come through the corners and out of the corners to not lose that engine RPM to keep the car at its best performance and power. So, but that's a feature that you have to pay for that's an option on these cars. So, for me, what I've learned buying these Mustangs is you want to get the Magna Ride package. You want to get this different exhaust, variable exhaust node package, and you want to get the rev limiter, rev matching, I should say, rev matching. They're things that make this Mustang a lot of fun, and what I think kind of outdoes the Dodge Challenger is the Dodge Challenger doesn't have rev matching. The Dodge Challenger, the exhaust notes, you don't have that capability to change the different levels of the exhaust note unless you just change out the exhaust in your car, but it's always the same loud. So this can be quiet or somewhat loud or very loud. So that's just a really nice feature. And that's where I think these Mustangs just really give you more, in my opinion, and just a nicer, funner sports car type of vehicle. And kid doesn't even have that. Just drives me nutty. Yeah, people have these. The kids auto. You know, so the car in here needs to get some air going. So, anyways, it's just getting very complicated. And what I mean by that is the car that I initially thought had a lot more things on it, it doesn't. Oh my God. Yeah, this car that my sales guy reached out to me and said, "Hey, you know, here's a car a guy ordered. It really is a bare bones car." So, I don't know. I mean, I honestly would be amazed if I'm driving home today in a new 2024 Mustang. But for me, I really want to go drive a 2024 Mustang just so I have an opportunity to drive it, feel it, see what it's like, and does it really have that excitement? And that's what my conversation's been today, is the excitement. And do I really get excited about that car being more exciting than this car? Because this is an exciting car. And my daughter is such a great individual that, you know, for her, this is a car she likes. But she knows if I feel like maybe something to be a little different, more fun, then for the most part, she goes along with it. But in some aspects, I'm sure she'll be like, yeah, I wish you never got rid of that car. In all sincerity, when I get to the dealership, I'm going to have to really kind of poke these guys a little bit more. I'd rather give up my Ram truck than give up this. But they're really not wanting that truck. And so, and here's another thing that's going on too. Coons Automotive, Jim Coons has been around forever. The Coons Automotive organization's been around at least, I'd say 60, 70, I think it's 70 plus years. And Jim Coons has sold out to the Asbury Automotive Group out of Atlanta or out of Georgia. And I'm now kind of getting information that, you know, the things are changing. So Jim Coons is pretty much, I think, just positioning himself to exit the automotive industry and retire. And he's an older gentleman. But this Asbury Automotive Group, it's a whole different conglomerate of dealerships, whole different attitude, whole different way of managing things. So I think, sadly, I'm going to witness some of my really good individuals that work at these dealerships will probably start moving on because they just won't like the new guidelines and policies. So are they excited about the change? I think they're more concerned. Anybody that's been in business, corporate life, you just know as well as I do, when change comes in, it's a roll of the dice, whether that's for the better or for the worse. And I would be willing to venture most people would say it's for the worse. And that's why they clean house, because they know they've got the old regime type of environment, and they want to get the new regime environment in. And the only way you do that is by getting rid of people that are in the dealership. So I'll be amazed that over the next 6 months, I'd give it a 6-month run, because this just really went down just here in the last month or two, that this was a buyout of the Coons organization. I'll just be amazed that over the next 3 to 6 months, that all of a sudden I'm talking to one of my guys like, nope, I'm not there anymore. I moved on. Wow. Anyway, so can I get excited about the 2024 S650 Mustang, where Coons Baltimore Ford, they do have a pretty well loaded one up, but it's the Velocity Blue. And I'm just not really excited about that Velocity Blue color. So I don't know. I just have a feeling that I'm going to probably be driving back home in this same car. But at least I can help my subscribers that watch my channel, or anybody else that just views it, to see the, hopefully not the bias, view of the vehicle. Because like, I'm an undercover car sales guy trying to sell you a car. Do you hear the car doing that rev matching? So that's what's so fun about this car. And my daughter just loves this manual. So for the kid, she'd rather have the manual transmission car because it's so much more of a interaction type of car. And I got the BMW electric box car here, where I guess the guy's trying to conserve every little bit of kilowatt energy he can and putt down the road, and which is okay, whatever. And so anyway, stay tuned for me to get to Baltimore and do the walk around on the new GT 2024 Mustang. All right, I catch the light. I can't believe it. Caught the light. Yikes. Uh-oh. I think there the car is. Does it have my name on it? Uh-oh. Yikes. All right, here we are at Coons Ford, Baltimore. And the danger with me is, once I get here and I start looking at things, I end up buying something else. So the mission of me coming here to get one thing turns into a mission of me getting something of a different thing. A lot of Broncos. Look at that. That's the heaviest I've ever seen Broncos. A lot of Mustangs. Hey there, morning. So let's get in the dealership and let's see what's going on. Go check it out. Oh, wow. Pretty cool. Does this thing have remote start? I doubt it. No remote. Oh, it's a manual. Duh. So the person that ordered this car, why did they walk away? Well, I mean, what is the reason? Blue Brembo brakes. I mean, the car definitely has a really cool look to it. I like it. It has the dark horse kind of theme to it. But here's where the challenge for me is. It doesn't have dual tip exhaust, which instantly tells you it doesn't have the active exhaust. So there's the first challenge. Next challenge here is, let's look at the window sticker here. So another thing, cloth interior. I mean, not like the deal breaker, but the car I just brought over has a leather interior. So this car here, it just doesn't have many options. It just has the GT Performance package, Mustang Night Pony package, and that's pretty much it. And it goes from 41 grand up to 50 grand. And does it have a gas guzzler tax? Ridiculous. Gas guzzler tax. Biggest ripoff in the world of your federal government. Just continue to punish the people that want to have a gas car. To subsidize the EV greenie agenda people. Yeah, they're going to need a lot of subsidies to be able to pay the bills for all these expensive cars. Got a big old bird crap. That's not very exciting. So now let's kind of get in the car and see how it feels. On that side, I'm sitting way low. Now this probably doesn't have electronic seats. No, so no electronic seat. It's the real base. This is just such a stripped out car. And then I'm guessing I'm gonna do the old ratchet over here to raise it up. And it's such a freaking long pull. But look at this here, so different here. This has the e-brake, and I can't even find neutral in this thing. All right, there it is. So see there, listen to exhaust. Nothing even close. And that's where my concern now is, where do you go? Where are you gonna go to get a little nicer exhaust out of this thing? So that's big. So this is interesting. I have no idea. I've never been in the brand new car. And how many miles? 27 miles. She's in neutral, letting the clutch out. Let's see here. So you just know, totally lamer than lame. So now I'm just, once again, I'm totally foreign to this vehicle. So here's a mode thing right here. Mode. Normal, custom. So what can you do with custom? Okay. Seat belt, gear, I don't see anything there. How do we get the climate? Here's, everything's here in this big screen. Where is the temperature? 60. Okay, so you're learning just as much as I'm learning. Not too much name stuff around here. So how do we go to the mode? So what do we do? I have no idea. Custom. No, it's just, once again, for me, people turn off the channel. Here's sport. Okay. All right. Is that sport? Okay. See, no, nothing on the exhaust. So you can't do anything there. Track. Let's go to track. Okay. Yeah, so see, just totally no exhaust whatsoever. It'll be interesting to drive this car to just see how it feels, which we'll do that. But lame is all get out in the exhaust, so that's not going to work. Hey, the car, here's all your controls. This is like the Mach-E, Ford Mustang Mach-E. Yeah, so once again, this is a really base car. So, is there really anything exciting so far? I don't know. We give her a ride. There's the gas, the gauge. I mean, this is like the Mach-E borderline dash, borderline. Everything's going to this iPad look. So, all right, let's see. My sales guy's gonna jump in here. up. I guess I'll put this here. Just turn this off.